hopefully people can hear us and they can see us. And if there's any audio problems, please let us know in the chat, because it's hard for me to watch Twitch while I'm doing this. So, good evening. We are back. We are back with Dragonbane meets Icewind Dale. And last time, we are still missing one player. You can see the empty frame over there. We'll pull him in later. Last time we started this little prequel story, if you like, called Song of the Mountain. And our intrepid explorers and heroes here have been hired to find Lyra. Lyra has gone out from Lonelywood to the mountains to try and find out why their song, the Song of the Mountains, has started being so discordant and stealing people's sleep and sending them nightmares. And there's this ancient story about a couple of heroes who went to slay a beast here in this mountain and never came back. And the story is, the song is their, what do you call it, lament. But it has been disturbed. So you are in these ice caves. What has happened in the ice caves? Tell me a bit more about it. Amongst yourselves. Doesn't have to be Goldie. Although we just had a really, really nice run through with From Goldie.
Yeah, I think we should. I think Goldie should continue. It was amazing.
Yeah, continue.
Okay, so my recap, according to Goldie. So we get to this cave and it was disguised by magic, and I really didn't want to go through there because magic is so creepy. I just don't trust it at all. I mean, it's just, I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it, but I know I have to put on my big girl pants and go with the party, so I did that. And the cave was pretty interesting. It was just all ice and, it looks like a regular mine shaft. I am from Fireshire. It's not like I haven't seen a mine before. And we just walked a bit and seemed okay. And then we come across these really freaky looking guys. And at first I thought, let's talk to them. They can't be that bad. But then I saw they were in these robes and they were mighty scary. And I just didn't know what to do. I just kind of froze while the warriors just went right in there and started to attack. I didn't quite see what was going on. But once I realized that it seemed like it wasn't so bad, because the healer just kind of went over to look at a library or something. So I thought, well, things are settling down. So I noticed one was still up. So I got my adrenaline and my courage up, and I gave a swipe of my knife, and that really scary, roby, culty guy just fell. And I didn't know I could actually kill somebody. And I had to get my blanket and go in the corner and kind of rock back and forth and get my thoughts together, ate a bit of caribou, thank you, Bridget, and got my constitution up and now we're back in the party.
Very good, very good.
Yay!
Verbatim, in character voice from Goldie, there we go. So, you have come into this cave, and there seem to be, as you said, some cultists here who were debating stuff, who were possibly guarding this entrance, but they didn't really have enough to hold out against you. They had no chance, really. So, you're now in this cave again, and you're slightly tired, I think, but I don't think anybody's really been injured, have they?
No, I'm fine.
No.
Yeah, and Bridget, the barbarian huntress, if you like, comes back towards you and says, "There's a song coming from the corridor over there." I can see I'm out of my frame again on Twitch. Very good. I can point beyond my frame. It's always fun. What do you think that song? Why is it sounding so different than it used to sound? She says.
I reckon it's something to do with them cultists.
But how can they change the song?
What does it sound like to you, Bridget?
It sounds just wrong.
Yeah, sounds pretty wrong.
In that moment, can we have a willpower roll from each of you, please? First roll of the day. Just straight against the attribute willpower.
That's not going to go well.
Which is sort of the equivalent of a savings throw, if you like.
Okay, so
It's the closest I can imagine to being a wisdom saving throw. So you don't have to push it, but you can if you like.
I don't know why I rolled.
Why did I roll 2?
I don't think you did.
Where do we click to roll the willpower?
On the attribute.
Just on the will above the start.
Yeah. Just above you.
The attribute label.
Twinkle was the
There we go. Okay.
second one going.
Milda succeeded with a dragon.
Yeah, I failed.
Oh, you failed. So
I haven't got
Goldie
much willpower.
failed and Twinkle failed. This song is really getting to you. You hear this, there's like a pulse of noise, of discordant, like a choir screeching together that really doesn't go together, and just like a pulse of a wave going through this cave, and it really catches something in you. And I give you the choice of either taking a condition or losing 1d4 hit points from this.
1d4
Hit points.
hit points.
I give you that choice because I want to see, how we can translate some D&D mechanisms here. Because normally
I am going to take angry as a condition then. It's winding me up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Well, a little bit, a lot.
Halfling
I'll
gets
be scared.
No, you don't want to take the hit points, I see.
So I'm looking at the others and kind of confused at why they're looking so disturbed. What's the matter?
This stupid song, really don't like it.
So
what do I hear?
You hear the song somehow, but it's like ghastly, no, ghostly melody. You just hear a little bit of melody coming through, like a long distance song somewhere. But for them, clearly, it's much more impactful.
It's just so freaking creepy. No one told me it would be like this. It's got to get better. It's got to get better. It's got to get better.
Okay, calm.
Reminds me of them noble songs you hear. Really don't like them.
Yeah, calm down. Everybody calm down. So with the dragon, do I get any additional information about the song? Or
possibly. I was more thinking giving you the chance. Julian comes in as a second camera now. Oh dear. Hang on a second. This is...
Right. I will take the second option. So do whatever you were going to do with me later.
The second option. Oh no, our frames are all gone. So where was I? You can either get a bit more information about it, or next time this happens, you don't have to roll.
Next time it happens, I don't have to roll.
Okay. Your fortitude is such that you're basically saying, I can resist this. I can resist this.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Right. I'm not fucking taking this. I'm off. Let's go see if we can find out where this thing's from.
I'll be right behind everyone.
Yeah, everyone. You want to go right to the end, do you?
Now, of course, yes. I'm looking behind me. Everybody else is scared or disturbed or angry or whatever, and I'm looking behind me, and I'm tired. I'm exhausted, and I'm looking behind, and I'm thinking, do we have books? Did we find anything in the chests? Like, I'm kind of thinking this song is annoying, but it's more annoying not to look for knowledge and things that can help us with understanding this place.
You spot that Twinkle has left the building.
Twinkle has left the building. So where are you going to go?
Well, you can see where I am on the map.
Can I?
So
I can't anymore.
Yeah, I can see. You basically went to the other exit. Seeing as we've got a couple of watchers here who might not fully understand your characters yet, maybe you occasionally do just a little description of who your character is. I don't want a full intro, but we have a halfling knight stomping off through the cave.
Stomping off, full plate mail, full helm, all dirty and decrepit. and lots of wool, knitted hat on top of his helm, etc. Swathed in wool, but it's like pretty dirty wool. Like it hasn't been washed for a couple of years.
I see.
But nice aroma. Or not, as the case may be.
Nice aroma or not? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, and yeah, that's... You're stomping off. Did you have a torch on? I can't remember.
Yep, I got a torch.
Right. Now, one of the things that in a dungeon crawl or a la Dragonbane happens is that a torch can actually last a whole stretch. But after every shift, you have to roll a d6. And if you roll a 1, it goes out. So I think anybody who's got a torch on, can you roll a d6, please? I think there were 2 of you.
But if I can backtrack, Imelda did put a light on the front of the shield.
Oh, that was it. It was I haven't got a torch. It's the Imelda's light,
and it only comes off when I dispel it.
Okay,
so
in that case, yes, you have a nice big light on your shield, and you can point at different places. And you can see how it lights up the tunnel.
Nice remembering.
Can I decrease Douglas a little bit? It says.
Sorry?
Your volume. I can try. Cool. Apparently, you're very loud in the stream. I can. Unfortunately, it's all the players or none of the players.
I'm trying to adjust it on my end.
Just very gently, I think. You have that booming loud voice. Well practiced,
I know.
You know?
I've been told. I'll try to be more quiet.
All right. So, okay. Now you are starting to walk off. Now, what are the others doing as you're walking off? Are you calling him back, or what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay, I'll go around. Imelda, what are you doing? You said you were trying to rest a little bit and hold back and think about what else we can loot here.
Well, we had opened the chests and then we didn't really do anything, and I see that he's gone, and so I end up going. I end up leaving and going after him.
Do you remember what was in the chest?
I don't believe that was disclosed, or I don't remember.
Okay, now what you find in there are some robes, there are some candles, a few supplies, and what else? A treasure card, which I said didn't work last time, so I have to just grab my treasure card deck. Where did I put it?
I do think that my volume is lower now, so if
it sounds lower to me.
If somebody can say in chat if it's better.
Yeah, Darren can do that. Let me just see whether the treasure deck works now. Treasure deck. I don't want to deal, I want to draw. Okay, 1.
Of course, I'm hoping for a Cultist Grimoire.
Oh, Game Master deals 1 card to each.
Have you get a card each?
I think. I've seen a card, so can I click it or?
Try whether it works.
I haven't seen a card.
It's in the chat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I meant to do a different table, a rollable table for the treasure, but I didn't do it.
So let's not worry about it at the moment. It's obviously not important at the moment. So I'm going on after. I'm going after Twinkle, and I'm encouraging the others to join me and not be afraid. But I believe that Sploot had also not been disturbed by the eeriness of the sound.
What's the light source in the room?
Now there is a little brazier basically there, and it's got some wood in it or some substance that's burning slowly. And we also have a sort of a ghastly, sort of an ice spike over here by the exit. I'm not sure whether you can see it. And that emits a faint blue glow But where you're standing right now, there's basically a fire in a brazier.
Okay, so is the ice spike, I go over to see if I can remove it from its place?
Okay, I push you over to where that is. It's basically these things here, they are little ice spikes. That seems to be like embedded, frozen to the floor, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And you can just about see that. Now, Sploot, I'm not sure whether Yulian can hear us. He's been very quiet because he's traveling, so his internet is not what it used to be.
Who's connecting?
So hopefully we can find out what is going on. Volgan is just running with us because he will join us a bit late, unfortunately, today. So you're all basically going over here to this exit and then give a chance to Yulian to connect. Can you hear us?
Okay, so
Quick try. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So can these ice spikes be, are they portable or are they huge?
They are pretty big. You don't know whether if you manage to chip them to bits, maybe the little individual spikes would also glow. You don't know that. But it's basically
so
like
an
ice crystal, very large, like a vase or something, and it emits this faint glow.
So hey, Sploot, can you whack this thing with your weapon? I want to see if it's sellable in pieces. Is that okay?
Can Sploot hear us?
Just hit it. You love hitting things, right? Just give it a good whack or two. Anyone can do it. I don't think I can, but I need somebody big and brawny to do that.
Twinkle, you hear that behind you. There's demand for a strong
What?
person.
Oh, he needs to fit it in.
Yes, please. You're just
Where?
thank you.
Halfling muscle, go on.
Yeah, I'll get this. I'm going to hit it.
Yeah.
What weapon are
Let's
you
break
using?
it down. Let's
I'm
see if
using
we
the
can.
Morning Star.
Morning Star. Right.
That's not okay. Well, chip
If
it
I had
away.
a hammer, yes.
Smack.
So you basically just do a. You don't need to do an attack. It holds still in front of you. That's not the problem. But do me damage roll if you can.
Okay. 6.
6. So with an almighty crash, some of the little bits chip off the edges, but basically the main body of it remains intact. And the little chips that came off are not emitting any light.
I'll give it another go.
He likes hitting things.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
angry at
Thank
the
you.
moment, So,
You can do it. You can do it.
yeah. Right, watch this.
Ooh, that's a bit better.
13.
You hit it again, and there's a sort of a mighty clang, much better than beforehand. And there's a big sort of split running through it, through this ice crystal, and the light is starting to sort of be refractured around that what do you call it, the crack in it. So it goes into all different directions now. It's a bit weaker.
All right.
If you hit it again like that, it probably goes.
Third time's a charm.
You can do it.
Oh, look at that!
Yay!
See, I was just getting warmed up.
I'm just shaking my head. I'm so like, what are they doing?
You hear a splintering noise, like a chandelier just dropped off the ceiling in a ballroom, that sort of thing. And basically these shards fly everywhere. So if you're standing right next to it, which you are, I'm not sure the others are.
I've moved. I moved a while.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
So you would get 3 damage, dear.
Which
Half
bounces
of
off.
you.
Is that including my armor?
I think your armor can hold that off, can't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm close
I'm
as
wearing
well.
plate.
You're close as well.
Oh,
Let me
I
roll
guess
for
I
you as
would-
well.
oh, a different roll. Okay.
Yeah, different roll. You're standing at different place. 2. And your armor helps. Basically, there's a shower of ice shards going all over the place, and the light unfortunately fades.
Oh, darn it.
So I now have to... By the way,
Well,
for
But
those
I
who
picked
are
up
watching
an-
the stream, we have Foundry running, but because of the camera layout, I don't have Foundry on right now until our final player joins us.
So I'm going to just pick up a shard and evaluate it if it would be something I could sell even in its current condition.
Yeah, you pick it up, the shard, you look at it. You try to hold it against the light from Twinkle's shield. Twinkle's actually a really good name if you have your shield lit up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And
seriously.
as you see, it refracts the light quite nicely. Refracts the light quite nicely, but it starts to melt between your hands, between your fingers.
Oh gosh, I didn't think that would happen.
Oh, well.
But good
was
effort,
fun, though.
Twinkle. Thank you so much.
You want something hitting again? I'll be happy to do that.
Now you made a fair bit of noise, just so you know.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting their dinner. By that plate sound we just heard. So, do you want to carry on, guys?
Oh yeah. Let's keep on going back.
So you're entering this chasm, this tunnel. Basically, let me just read this out here. The entrance, basically where you are now, it's sort of an oval tunnel. Almost looks like it's been melted through the ice rather than anything else. Or maybe it looks a bit like the throat of a colossal creature of some sort. So you get the sensation of traveling deep within the throat of the monster. It's a bit unnerving. And now you hear more and more of this discordant music. And it's not just singing anymore, but it's almost like there's a horn blowing. And it comes from the tunnel ahead of you.
Okay.
And as you,
Right.
as Goldie exits the main cave, you get a brief flash, a breathy chuckle, and a flash of red. And you see in the wall of the ice wall there, you see the image of a tiefling woman with curved horns and scarlet skin. Just for a moment, dressed in leather armor, stained almost black with blood, she stops for a moment to try and catch her breath, clutching a wound in their side. And you hear in a trembling voice, "We have that thing right where we want it now, my dear." Still chuckling, the figure regains her breath and runs ahead, vanishing in the direction where Twinkle is currently hopping from one foot to the other.
Is that the same tiefling that I saw in a brief vision the last session?
Yeah, let's make that a shared vision. It's more interesting. Sure.
Yeah, I think that's the lover, isn't it?
Does the vision look like that little statue or whatever you have?
It could be. It could very well be. Yeah.
Oh, I think we gave the statue to Bridget, didn't I?
Yeah. Bridget, do you recognize who that
Well,
might
I
be?
sold it.
She says, yes, that is her. I can't remember her name.
Well,
Bridge and Melody. Bridge and
Maybe-
Melody. That's Melody.
All right. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, let's keep on going. We might be able to
But
work
all
out what's going on here.
All this happened such a long time ago.
Okay.
How old does Bridget look?
Bridget is probably in her 20s.
Okay.
Human?
Yeah, raghead barbarian human.
This is some crazy stuff. Holy cow. What the heck?
Oh no.
What?
So
You guys are acting like this is all normal stuff in the
Oh, it's
day
not
of
normal.
adventuring.
Bit
What the
weird.
heck?
But let's keep on going. I've got something to hit.
I want to hit stuff.
I guess we should hurry on.
Now this is all quite icy and slippery underfoot, as we said before.
Yeah.
I just want to know whether you're trying to be quiet after all the noise you made in the other cave, or whether you're just walking along quite nicely.
Cautious than quiet. So slow and steady type thing.
So you're not running,
Not running.
Yeah.
because it's really slippery underfoot.
Yeah. Just slow and steady. If I'm quiet, win, but I'm not specifically trying to be quiet.
Right. Yeah, okay.
I sense the jury is already out on that, basically, because I've made all that noise before. Plus, I'm pretty angry, so I just want to...
So I'm going to move some of you along a little bit. But you can do that yourself, of course, if you want to.
Yep, if you can use the cursor keys, if you click on the thing, you can move yourself around using the cursor keys. Like this.
Basically, this tunnel, you can see in the distance a fog that I think Twinkle can already see. Can you see more caves than you should? Yes, I think you can.
I can see like 2 bits. I can see a fork up ahead.
Yes, you can see a fork up ahead. And if the others move up a bit, you can see it as well. Come on, guys.
I can still see it, but it's dimly lit. Okay, so I'm going to move.
There we go. I moved you all forward a bit. So, there's a fog. Now, Twinkle seems to be taking the lead with this big beaming light.
Yep.
Twinkle, which way are you going to go?
Left or right?
I'm looking left. I can see some sort of like blue thing.
Yeah.
What's that then?
It's not a gelatinous cube. Basically, there is a collapse, an ice fall. There's blocks of ice and snow and rubble all jammed together. That's what I've been just trying here on Dungeon Alchemist to make.
So it doesn't look like there's a way through that way then?
You could probably dig through there if you wanted to.
No, let's keep on going. Can't be bothered digging.
So you're following the other excavator tunnel.
Follow the light.
Following this way.
So it's narrow where you're going now.
Yeah. I'm small, it's not that narrow.
That's true. But with the armor, extra wide.
Yeah. We're still most probably narrower than most humans.
Yeah, true. Now, Splode, are you moving along? Or can you still hear us? No?
Yeah, of course. It's just my foundry is lagging extremely.
Yeah.
So if you could just move my token along.
Currently can't see your token. Which room are you in?
Oh, so it's not on my end. At least there's that.
The goalie is there.
Like you can see the map just fine. Just
yes, you were standing underneath Vorgan. That's the problem.
All right.
Split was hiding under Morgan. Under Vorgan.
Yeah, no, but that's a good position. I'll just, tag along with Vorgan.
Yeah, okay.
All good.
No.
So this relatively narrow tunnel does a couple of kinks in front of you, which make it hard to see around the corner and possibly might swallow some of the noise. You might be lucky. But yeah.
No, I can.
Right.
I think
Goldie is looking intently at the walls to see if there's any mineable veins still in this old mine.
Yeah, this is actually at this point dug through ice.
Okay.
And there are some inclusions in the ice, but it's not like it's a mineral-bearing vein or something like that. This is actually dug through ice, this bit. Or at least there's a thick layer of ice over the walls, blocking your view for minerals. So, bit of dungeon crawling here. So do feel free to walk along the corridor by yourselves. You come into a fog. Twinkle. The narrow tunnel turns either north or sort of southish. Where do you want to be? There's an opening to the south.
That looks like there's a table or something down here. Let's go down here. I'm going to go. I'm going to take a right.
Turn right. You hang right. Okay. Right. Right. As I say. That's this
we
one.
haven't. How is the volume of the sound of the, like, is the music getting louder?
The music was getting louder. Now it's almost a little quieter again.
Given where I am at the fort,
You can hear it more from the north corridor, where you're standing.
I guess I'm not.
And when you say hear more, then it's just louder, or can we make out more different variations of the music of some kind?
It is subtly clearer, if that makes sense. It's still a cacophony.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds very odd. depending
Twinkle.
whether you managed your roll
Like
or
there's
not.
just less
Twinkle,
reverberance.
it's louder
Less
over here.
muffled. Yeah.
It's louder over here. Come back.
Yeah, it might well be. I'm going this way.
This halfling has his own ideas of what he wants to do.
No, he's just really angry at the moment.
It's louder back there.
Yes, it's louder.
So,
Yeah, no,
what
cool.
seems to be in this room, apart from looks like
Right,
a bench?
I'll just get everybody into the room. Let me just move everybody's token in a bit.
The throne from Kyle?
And then I'll explain what there is. So,
Oh my.
this room is a very pretty looking room in a way. Flat walls. They have been sort of carved flat and polished almost. And they're inset with fresh ice murals. There's some delicate carvings. I'll show you a couple of them in a minute. Most of these seem to be work in progress, and ice chips and abandoned cutting tools litter the caves, and they're lying around. There's a workbench there. The table is supposed to be a workbench. There's also a good set of stacked up, crates, barrels, and there's a heavy hide curtain going towards the south, where you can see the door. And there's a small entranceway to the north. So let me just find this, because I have created a couple of these murals. Here's one of them to show you.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, that might be the wrong one, but doesn't matter. No, that's fine.
I use myths and legends to kind of go up to it and look at it.
For our stream, what are you seeing? Because I can't see it.
Oh, we're seeing a pretty dragon carved out of ice, clambering up the side of a mountain, going through some quite tall trees, but it makes the trees look like, dead small because it's really big.
And there's an
Fucking
avalanche
huge.
going. Look at the avalanche, and look at the detail of the scales and the wings spread out. But it looks as if there's a rip in the wing.
Possibly.
And I'm
Somebody
trying to
stabbed it,
think
most
back,
probably.
to remember if there's something particular about this.
Well, do a myth and legends.
I will.
Oh, I thought it was 20. It was tipping from the 20 back to the
I
dice.
will. I'm pretty good at myths and legends as well.
Yeah,
So
okay, you
I
can
am
roll
going
too. You're rolling with disadvantage because you're angry.
Nearly got a 20 as well, but I don't know why I'm rolling 2 dice.
Because you're angry.
You're angry.
Of course.
And then you can't
So, yeah, I
concentrate
failed
on
then.
old stories as
No,
much.
can't concentrate. Not bothered.
Well, there have been various tales, but you can't really specifically tie this. In the Spire of the World, I think it's called, isn't it? The mountain range, they are told to be dragons, including ice dragons, and they can also sometimes say, people say it's an incarnation of Auril, but the dragons are much older than that, you think, from your knowledge of myths and legend.
I ask Bridget if she recognizes any of the features, like any of the landscape.
No, it must be the Spire of the World. But other than that, Spine of the World. But other than that, I don't know. But she's marveling at these carvings and saying how intricate they are and how difficult it would be to do this in ice and for it to keep, and whether there's magic involved.
I do 2 steps back.
And she says to Twinkle, "Please don't smash this."
No. No, that looks pretty.
Bridget,
I don't smash pretty things unless I'm told to.
Bridget, don't disturb Twinkle. He's trying to destroy a door. And so I go and look and see if there's other murals or carvings, are there not?
There are other ones. They are basically dioramas of winter scenes, some imagery of what you think must be the Frostmaiden, the white dragon you've seen, some other creatures specific to Icewind Dale, like a big moose and some sort of snake-necked big fish or something. Not quite sure what that is.
Anything that assists in understanding, I guess I kind of, my mind drifts off as I look at the throne, and I start moving over there, checking out what's on the table, and
Now there are tools here on the table, like chisels and little hammers and saws and things like that. So stuff to actually work with the ice. And there are also around, with the others want to look, there are some supplies, crates and so on.
Supplies?
It looks like supplies, yeah.
Food?
Food, yeah.
Might need that on the way out.
At the prospect of food, Blue just charges forward and rummages through the chests, hoping to find a little snack.
Yes, definitely. There's some cured meat in there, some root vegetables, not sure whether they grow them, lots of mushrooms, dried mushrooms. There's even a little bit, thank you very much, Daring. There's even a little bit of...
here and still fresh. Blue digs in.
You dig in. Okay, that's fine. There's also some winter gear, some thick clothes. You reckon that the people you encountered earlier, they must have some travel cloaks and so on. They must be these. Luckily, you're fully equipped, aren't you? And let's see, who can I feed something?
Do the clothes look like the ones the cultists were wearing?
Aye. Yeah.
I say to Vorgan, look, there may be tools there that you can use for crafting. I'm not sure if any of them are unique for you, but they might be helpful. And I turn toward the throne to see if there's anything specific about it. Is it carved of ice?
What throne? Oh, that's a statue. That's an ice statue.
Oh, well then what's the ice statue?
That seems to be what you imagine a frosty maiden to look like, if not the frost maiden.
No.
So it's like...
Can I smash that?
Yeah, go ahead, smash that.
Okay.
All right. Before you do so, though, I wanted to feed Goldie something. There is a little chair over here in the corner, and like a three-legged stool thing. And next to it, you see some bits of rope on the floor.
Bits of rope, and I wonder if someone was held hostage here.
Yeah, you look at it.
So I go, hey, I'm not familiar with this stuff, but look, there's rope on the floor underneath this stool. Do you think, someone escaped?
Are they cut? Is it cut?
It's cut.
I have a closer
look. It looks like
look.
it was cut on one of the metal bands on one of the barrels in the corner that I didn't put on Dungeon Alchemist, but imagine them being there.
Alright. Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway.
Twinkle, does it look like they escaped?
Smash.
You know smash it, do you?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely smashing a statue of the Frostmaiden.
There might be more cultists here.
Hey, why not smash the barrel too, Twinkle, and see what's in it?
So with an almighty smash and bang, basically, you make a lot of noise. And what happens? What do you do after the noise? Do you just wait?
No, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go...
Did the statue break into parts?
It completely broke to bits, yeah.
Great. I'll have a little look round.
But it is broken.
In this cave, is that kind of a ice area that's caved in?
No, it's the floor is a bit different. Looks a bit more like a bit rougher, if you like.
Are there...
And you definitely get a bit of a smell from there. It doesn't smell good at all. And then you hear some voices coming from the north somewhere.
All of us do?
You do, because you're standing there in the corridor.
I guess I'm gonna tell Sploot. Sploot. There's people coming. as I guess Twinkle is just smashing things.
Oh no, I'm just smashing the statue of the Snow Maiden, Frost Maiden.
Balut, do you want to check it out?
And as you wait and you talk, you see a couple of people coming around the corner up here. Do you want to dodge away?
I'm definitely going backwards.
Then do a quick stealth whether they've seen you beforehand or not.
Okay. Stealth, so evade.
Isn't there a different thing for stealth? Sneaking.
I think
There is stealth.
Oh,
Sneaking. That's what it's
Sneaking.
called.
Yeah.
Sploot, I can currently not hear you. So I failed. No, I failed. You didn't. You succeeded. Right. So you duck behind the corner just as you see a couple of those cultists coming around there. And they're speaking to each other in low voices. What's the noise? Do you think that was that woman again? She escaped. But why won't she come back? She wouldn't come back.
Does it work now?
Yeah, now it works.
Yes.
Oh, all right. I was saying that I joined Amelda and was asking from where she saw the group approaching.
I think it was from up here.
You can answer directly, yeah, absolutely.
It's up here.
Alright. Should we barricade the entrance?
You don't have a lot of time, so if you want to make a declaration, make it quick, guys.
I think Twinkle and you should be on either side, and as they come through, just
Jump 'em.
bits. Yeah, jump them.
I'll step back here on the opposite side and draw my bow.
Well, it'd be.
Ready
Oh yeah, I
now?
see. Yeah.
Let me just briefly try and sort something out here, so before I can see you all again.
I think you are under Vorgan again. Sploot.
Yeah.
Just walk sideways, and then you should be all right. I'm just trying to get this
I'm
into...
not sure if he can grab his token.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I can only do one thing at once.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Give me a moment.
But Twinkle tried to barricade that entrance with the table.
No, I want to.
So I have to cover some of you over while we are in the combat, otherwise I can't follow it.
Yeah, no worries.
Because the other layout, we can have a look, quick look.
I'm a bit scared, so place me wherever you think I'd be.
Yeah, the cameras don't work on the other one. So, you want to be placed wherever?
Yep.
Wherever, right.
I'm not terribly smart in dungeons yet.
So, I'll just go around then. Vorgon is basically taking position right here by the entranceway. He's saying, if I stand here, then I can knock them over the head if they come in.
Sounds very Vorgan.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
Oh, there I am. I was under Spoot.
Yep.
We're all doubling up here.
You're all stacked on top of each other. Very amusing. Yeah, I quite like that. The trench coat you were wearing made you look like a giant.
That's right. They all just piled up. Yeah.
3 adventurers in a trench coat.
To intimidate, they got all their furs and got up. Yeah.
That is actually one of the scenes you can. That is in the Icewind Dale book. You got some goblins, basically. No, it's not goblins. It's gnolls standing, or kobolds. Yeah, something like that. Standing on top of each other in a trench coat. So I'll put the map behind you. Let's see whether that works in any way or fashion. So that's good. That's good. Everybody can see themselves, yeah? Sploot, you're currently standing on the opposite side from the entrance, so you can see where they're coming from. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, as I said, I'm readying an arrow and let them come until I can make out who or what they are.
All right. Yeah, you see a number of cultists, and they don't seem to have a light source on them, so you can just see them shadowily moving around. You're not quite sure how many there are until they step into the light. Do you want to shoot at them before they step in the light, or wait for a moment?
Very much so, yes.
Sorry, which one? Was either or question.
If I can make out without a doubt that those are the same kind of cultists we
Yes.
fought earlier.
They seem to be the same kind of cultist as you saw earlier. So
All right,
in that
I'm just
case,
loosening an arrow
this
straight
is your
down
surprise attack if you like. And you can target one of them. And I think he's in a good line. Right, so let's say I've targeted it and do me some damage. Ooh, 10 damage. So you're shooting into the distance there. And you're thinking, I must have hit something because you hear a lot of ouch. So somebody said, oh! And you just see a shadow duck to the side, and everybody seems to be ducking to the side now. So in this
I'm
case,
just shouting a quick warning to the others that the cultists are approaching, in case they didn't see them yet, and to get ready.
right, so I'm going to
So
do the combat check.
Goldie will move up here.
Okay. Last
Oh,
position.
it worked. Okay.
The surprise attack was good, but now basically they know where you are and they're not going to step out necessarily. Goldie, what do you want to do?
Oh, I didn't roll initiative yet.
No, I did. For everybody.
You did, okay. So I'm going to pass my turn on to Twinkle.
Blue.
Blue.
Let's Blue shoot again.
Blue.
So Goldie wants to swap.
I mean, we are all going before the cultists, so
It doesn't really matter.
there's no real need to
Unless
swap
you want to
within
wait
the group.
and swap with the cultists, which you can do.
No, I'd like to be the last because I'm not going to jump out and do anything special. I'd rather wait.
And then you have to swap with either the last cultist or Worgen. He's last. If you
Okay,
click on the sword symbols next to the chat, then you have the initiative list.
Oh,
Got
okay.
it?
Yeah.
I have it now. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm twisting myself here.
So
Where the
I am
scenes
no
mess something up.
fighter. I am going to swap out with. Oh, how do you move that? I'm trying to move it down. Third to the last. I guess.
Look, let's forget it. I just want to make sure that everybody had a turn. So,
Okay.
who wants to go first? Twinkle, you would be in the list.
Yeah, I think I'm not moving. I'm waiting for the cultists to come. So I think it's best if Sploot goes.
Right, Sploot. Okay, Sploot. Your first attack was a surprise. Yeah, so this is now your
Then
initiative.
I'll just loosen another arrow into the first cultist.
Well, you currently can't see anybody, can you? From where you're standing.
Yeah, then I'm just shooting down the
Corridor.
down the
Alright.
what is it? The
Then
cave corridor?
Yeah, it's a cave corridor, but essentially it's blind shooting. So do me an awareness first, and then if you manage
Alright.
that, then you still can attack. But because it's so dark in the corridor back there, you would have to probably attack with a disadvantage.
Awareness?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So now you just don't see anything. You can shoot,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, the arrow just goes flying into the dark.
Yeah.
And before my turn ends, can I quickly turn to Amelda and say something along the lines, there are no books here. Maybe participate this time?
And I look over and I say, okay. And so I'm second, and I'm going to move to where I can see them.
Okay, now actually, I've got a suggestion. Because we are moving with combat maps and stuff, and I'm not actually happy how it looks right now on the stream, I suggest that we have a short break for me to try and sort out the layout.
Okay.
Will require some more
Yeah.
camera fiddling, but if we've got about 5-minute break,
Yeah.
and if in that time you want to do any drinks or whatever you want to do, chats, so we can try and get this sorted. Yeah? Happy with that?
Okay. Yeah. That is.
Look at the big dungeon map. Of course, my players are not allowed to look, but the stream can look.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So we are in here. We are in this little battlefield. And we were up to
Me.
trying to shift about who wants to do what when.
Okay.
Yep.
So Imelda is technically second, so
Yes.
I'm going to use that, and I'm going to angle myself so that I can see.
So you can see. You can...
So I am looking at this moon.
You can just about see a shadowy figure ahead of you. Now, you seem to have a light source, right?
Torch.
Yeah, okay. So with that, you can just about see that one. What do you want to do with him?
Well, Sploot's been on my case, and I figure I've got to do something. So I decide that maybe they should see some of my stuff. So
Some of your
I'm-
stuff.
some of my
You
stuff.
really want to show them your stuff.
Yeah. So I am going to use a simple power level, and I'm going to attack.
A simple
So,
portal. Lightning flash. Oh,
So
cool.
there's a flash of lightning, and I do a little bit of damage. And there should, I believe that there should be a damage roll that comes up as a secondary roll according to the.
I'm not sure whether that is implemented like that, but tell us exactly what it does. So you basically attack the cultists you can see. And what sort of damage would that cause for the first person?
2d6.
And they have a chance to resist, right?
What it says is they have a chance to
Dodge.
but armor has no effect, or parry.
Right, so dodge or parry. Now, he can try and dodge, because he hasn't acted yet or anything like that. So he's trying to evade. Evade. Skills. No, it's here. He doesn't have a lot of evade. Tell you that now.
So if he doesn't evade, then it chains up.
So he takes damage and he's down because he only had 1 hit points left. So it now chains, and that means
Random.
continues to do another random target within 2 meters, just about, inflicting 2d4. They can again trying to evade, right?
Yeah.
Let me just try whether this now works. No, it doesn't. I have to do that manually. So, evade.
Oh,
Oh.
it's out of the way.
He has evaded. So if he evades it, the lightning flash zooms into the ice wall right next to him, but it doesn't damage him, and which also means your chain is broken, right?
Well, it only goes to 1, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't believe that it keeps on going.
Every power level beyond the first... Oh, it's the number of dice, not number of targets you get. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you heard a... Ooh, as your lightning strikes somebody and fries them.
I just turn my head to Sploot, and I stick out my tongue.
Sploot's build just, stays open in awe of the lightning storm just unleashed before him.
You saw the stuff now, did you?
We saw the stuff now.
You saw the stuff.
Yeah.
Well done, princess.
Right. Goldie, you wanted to still wait for the others, right? Sorry, this is a little bit messy right now.
I think I know what I want to do, but I'm not quite sure if what in my head I can it will actually work the way I
Probably.
think
Tell
it's
us about
supposed
it.
to work.
Tell us about
So I'm going to use persuasion to instill fear in the other parties.
it. Okay, I want to hear that.
Okay, so having all growing up with tavern storytelling and the brave, caravan mercenaries who get people there safely and stuff, I start yelling, "We're the murdering marauders! We've got you surrounded! There's no escape! We're gonna tear you apart!" I'm doing my best impersonation of one of the mercenaries who was very boisterous and very boastful of their escapades.
So essentially, you want to intimidate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's have... Is it performance, do you think, or persuade?
It's persuasion for me.
Okay. Let's have a persuasion then. And they have a chance to resist.
No, I had scared on me. Does that affect my roll?
Scared does anything with willpower.
Okay.
So persuasion is charisma. So if you're disheartened, that would be disadvantage. But you should be alright.
Okay, so I'll roll that.
Okay, not bad, not bad. So, let's see. First guy. Will failed.
Yay!
Second guy holds firm. Says, this is just a shouty person. I'm used to shouty people.
Must be the same person who evaded me.
Two of them, however, you just hear some voices. And, enough of this. Let's waylay them somewhere else. And you hear people scuttling off. You can just see a shadow moving briefly through the little bit of light, sliver of light, and they basically disappear. So
I love the names. Bored cultist, curious cultist, angry cultist.
Yeah. So it's the angry cultist who's still there.
No,
Two missing already,
That's
aren't
not
there?
as curious, isn't it?
Say that again, Julian.
There are 4 missing already.
Well, there were 4. Now 3 are missing.
I thought there were 5. My mistake.
This is the power of words.
Yes. By the way, Daring Paw has just given you a reroll as well. A Twitch spectator reroll for you lot, if you need it.
Nice.
So, Splooge, you hear them scuttling off. What do you want to do?
Can I see any of them?
No, you cannot see them. You can run after them if you want.
Can I-
Blind into a blind alley.
I have a movement of... Can I get to the entrance?
Yeah. And what's your movement? 12 or something?
It's 12, I think.
12, so 6 squares.
check.
Yeah, that's fine. So 12 meters. Yeah, you can even go in
But
further if you
should
like.
be like across the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. One further.
Yeah.
Still nothing.
Well, there is this sort of... I know I didn't put the walls as tightly as the corridors, actually. So you get more of a 3D effect. But I think you probably... Doing awareness. If you manage the awareness, you can see him. Your hotel internet. That's really not the best, is it? Oh, nice. Nice. Yes, you do see somebody skulking off to the side. A little
Perfect. Alright.
cove.
And I'll quickly shoot an arrow towards the movement.
Let's see whether it's as deadly as the first one. You do... Let's see whether he evades. Yeah, so rubbish at evading. Probably made it a bit too easy. No, he doesn't manage to evade, so you can damage him if you want to.
Obviously.
Only 7. That's like nothing like. So, the angry cultist is now angry and hurt. But he has acted. And when you do a reaction, you actually cannot move afterwards. Yeah, your reaction takes the action and the movement. So that brings us to Vorgan, but I'm going to skip Vorgan. And then you're round.
Did Twinkle go?
Did Twinkle go? Twinkle was saying he was waiting by the entrance.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Oh, you're still waiting. Oh, okay.
Well, I was waiting, but everyone else moved past me, so it was like, oh.
Oh, well, they are sort of piling into the little corridors. You can do something else.
I can't go in anyway.
Mighty warrior.
You can jump over them with a run up.
Not in play mail.
With halfling
I'm a
legs.
little duck. He can squeeze by.
You have a
just run
reroll,
through
or you
their
can
legs.
try. So Twinkle, this time you're going first if you want to. I just
Okay,
made
well, is there any way past Imelda or Sploot? Room for a little one.
Yeah, in plain mail with a big morning star.
Yeah, and a shield.
And a shield. I think if you manage to do an acrobatics, you can get past them.
I'm not going to try that because acrobatics is at disadvantage with. And my acrobatics skill isn't very good at the start of things.
You're
anyway.
a bit angry, and you probably would just barge through them.
Yeah. Oi, move out of the way. Come on, trying to get through here.
So, who do you want to trade the initiative with?
I'll trade it with Sploot.
Split.
Yep.
All right.
Let me shoot again.
Swap
In
initiative.
this case,
Spalut. Hang on.
Because you've shot the guy already, so you can shoot him again.
yeah. I'll move in a little bit into the corridor.
Yeah, a few steps forward.
The Pope wants to move just so that there is enough space for the next one to pass me,
This.
and then I'll get shoot him again.
You're trying to shoot him with a bow, yeah? Let's do it. Let's do it. This was just meant to be an incidental little combat.
Oh.
Succeeded. Now do I even try to evade? I guess I need to, otherwise he's going to be dead. Why is this not working? So, evade. You never know. You never know. Might happen. No. So, do your damage.
All right.
They have a cool spell, but I haven't had the chance to actually use it. Reminds me of Conan, but there will be a chance later. So 11 damage, I can tell you now. With a he sort of sinks backwards and he falls into a little gap in the ice, sort of into a ditch behind him, and it makes this really nasty, splurgy sound as he falls into that, and a wave of bad smell comes towards you.
Oh,
Do I have
okay.
enough turn left to just quickly scan around this new cavern to see if there are other cultists or other entries?
The only thing you can see, and you should be able to see it, is straight across there, and the corridors going further north, basically. That's
Like
it.
here.
So yeah, you can have I can move you slightly
all
more
right.
so you can see it a bit better. But that's it. You don't have anything else time-wise. Now, the other cultists have run away, so they'll be out of initiative, really. So what do you want to do for the rest, for the follow-up here?
Just call for the group, like, the coast is clear. Come in. There's a
Wait.
new cavern.
No, there's a
And,
room. There's a room. Come and look. No, there's a
Remember,
room.
somebody was through the curtain at the bottom. We have to lock the doors here.
There's a door. I mean, there's a door. There's a door.
He's calling. Imelda's calling after you, saying, "Hey, there's something
There's
over
a
here."
door. So I go.
Two got away.
So I go to the door and
They'll blow the alarm.
I check to see if it's locked.
Let's split this then. So basically, Imelda, it's not really a door. It's a heavy hide curtain. You can't lock a curtain.
That.
So you can just push it to the side. I just locked it for now because I didn't want you to just start.
So while
wandering.
the others are kind of doing their thing, I'm like looking around.
Good. So you look into there, and basically you're quite amazed what you see. You see a bedchamber, but the bed at the southern wall there is carved from sheet ice, completely made out of ice. And there are some animal furs and pelts and blankets on top of it, but basically the bed itself is completely ice. There's some other wooden furnishings around, as you can see. And there's another mural just behind the bed's headboard. Do you want to have a look?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
Hey, everybody, come look. There's something really cool.
Yeah, that is
So
really
Goldie will go over, and I'll first scan the curtain, the hide curtain, to see if there's any value in it.
oh, it's a big piece of leather. You probably can sell that. People like that sort of stuff, but it would be very, very heavy to carry out of here. You would have to carve it up or drag it out or something like that.
I kind of like side-eye the other guys and measure them up and wonder if they could lug it around, if I could convince them. And
2 or 3 of them together probably could drag that thing, but then drag it across the tundra?
I just leave it. That's where my mind is.
We need sleds.
Yeah, you do. Or maybe a flying beast, that dragon we saw earlier. Right. So you look at that relief, the bas-relief, basically, this carving, and it looks a bit incongruous because this is not really an icy scene. This is like woodlands and a nice little hut or castle in it or something like that, but it's carved from ice.
I don't see any figures per se.
There's a half-melted thing at the front. Might be some sort of animal, or might be some sort of centaur or something like that.
That's what I was thinking, is that there looks like there's a rabbit, and there looks like there's, a centaur or something, but it's very pastoral.
It's a rabbit with 4 normal legs and some antlers, yeah.
Do I remember a story that this might connect to, like maybe a children's story or a legend?
Well, we have a roll for that, don't we?
We do indeed, and it's
a
coming up
19.
and I know nothing.
You have a reroll if you want to spend it on it, a free reroll.
No, I thank you so much, but I think that it could be used better with some notes.
Yeah, as I said, this doesn't look like a Icewind Dale scene.
Okay.
It seems to be from another place, far, far away somewhere.
And I would imagine that there are furs on top of this ice bed.
Yeah?
And what else do I see in the room?
Well, actually, I'm going to go to Goldie, because Goldie has also joined you in the room and wasn't marveling at the mural so much. You do see, as I said, there's a desk. I think I said there was a desk, a table, a chair, and a chest. And you could also, you could properly search the room, which would take a little longer.
I'll evaluate the furs first to see if there's anything smaller that's worth anything. Not
desk,
rabbit stuff, but...
Right. In the desk drawer, you see a scroll. A parchment scroll. And on the desk is also a small silver box.
So I imagine that's Imelda going through that. I'm not the smartest for
No, I'm
this.
at the chest. You're the one who's at the...
Oh,
you're the one
okay.
who's-
So I'll open up the silver box and just
As you open up the box, you lift the lid. There's a strange melody coming from it. It's a music box.
Oh.
And as that melody starts, it's like tinkly, nice, quite melodious. It reminds you of woodlands. It reminds you of songbirds and things like that. There's even a little fawn inside it, dancing around, playing his flute, and a couple of birds flapping around. So when you open the music box, basically you get a little mechanical side inside. But as that happens, you get another blast of this discordant music that echoes through all the chambers.
So I shut the box.
But can we have another willpower from everybody?
Oh, okay.
Everybody or just the ones in the room?
Everybody, because it reverberates across the whole place. It's actually louder where Twinkle and Sploot are currently.
Okay.
So what have we got? That's a lot of fails.
Ooh, Twinkle.
So Sploot, did you have a light source on you? Can't remember.
It's with me.
I do have torch in my inventory, but I don't recall if I said I lit it or not.
Okay.
But isn't Twinkle in there with his,
Yeah,
glowing
Twinkle
shield?
is in there. That wasn't the reason why I asked. So you two, you just get this reverberating, yeah, this noise. Now you can again take a condition, or you can take a d4 of damage.
I'll take a.
Anybody who failed.
Oh, okay. While the two of them inspected the room, can I go through the two dead cultists' pockets, search for weapons, coin, food, and or clues?
Absolutely. Let me just resolve
what they're doing there.
this damage here, and then we can do that.
I'm going to take a condition.
I'll take condition exhausted.
Feeling easy.
It's a nice trade-off you're doing there. Condition, couple of hit points. Nice trading off. So, now, Imelda and Goldie, who's got your light source? Because I don't see one.
Oh.
Between the two of you. Otherwise, I think Vorgan might have had one. He's going to be with you.
I thought I had a torch, but
in that case, make sure you have
I don't think it's listed.
one struck off or one used. Because as this whoomp, this sound comes along, it seems to be even a stronger wave than last time, and it blows out your torch. You can reignite it. But currently, you're in absolute darkness.
So I take my knife to the hide curtain to split it.
In the dark.
You're in darkness.
I hope I don't knife anyone in front of me.
Are we all in darkness? Did my shield go out?
The bedroom, you're in darkness. If you have the shield, you still have the light. And then we're going to go across to your room for a moment here.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
So, Sploot, you wanted to have a look at what these cultists might have on them, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, they are very much like the other ones. So they have a little bit of... what have they got? They had some sort of ice scimitar. But that's lying on the floor. You're not sure whether you pick it up, whether it will melt or whether it will work for you.
Like a weapon made out of ice.
A weapon made out of ice, a scimitar.
That's hardcore.
That is pretty hardcore. They have a couple of silver coins, each a little amulet. One of them has a little bone-carved amulet. Seems to show the Frostmaiden.
And all of a sudden...
But no map or letter or anything that explains
no map,
what they're
no
doing
letter,
to you?
nothing useful like that to say, we are here because. No name tags.
How many silver coins exactly?
Let's say it's a D10. No, there are 3 of them, right? Let's make a D12. 7.
7? I'll take that.
And suddenly their light goes out.
Because... For you? Yeah.
No, for them.
Oh.
Because as they're doing their stuff, I cast light on the top of my staff. And I do not believe that there can be 2 concurrent lights at the same time.
True. So, what I should really be doing...
Because
take your light away, but I won't do that.
I completely
forget. No, take our light away.
I completely forget about them.
Completely forget about them because you're much more focused on what you're doing.
Yeah, I have a very kind of intellectual brain that just focuses on self and what's going on around me.
There we go. The other 2 are now blinded.
You hear a number of expletives yelled out exceptionally loudly, mentioning stupid, ignorant, and lots of other swear words, punctuated by princess.
Yes. And you hear that in the form of a duet.
And then I
imagine
kind of remember...
Donald Duck just quacking away.
Go on, we want to get.
And then I say,
yeah, no.
I say, sorry, I forgot. I forgot. Sorry. I'll give it back to you soon. Sorry.
So you cast it on yourself.
I have
That's-
a torch and I have a flint and steel. Can I light my torch in the dark? Does this require a roll of some sort?
Can, but I would like to have a survival roll for that.
That'll be
Bushcraft,
bushcraft. Yeah.
it's called.
Bushcraft?
And yeah, I don't want to make it too hard. Otherwise, I would say at a disadvantage because it's dark. But you are dark.
It's already at a disadvantage with my stat.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You're starting to get it out, but for some reason you just cannot be. You're not coordinated enough. Imelda, you've got some light, and you hear some cursing in the distance.
The cursing intensifies.
And I realize I as I'm going to the lock, and I hear Goldie's with the music in the background. I all of a sudden remember, and I say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Twinkle and Sploot. I'll give it back to you in a second. Sorry, it went dark here. Sorry."
Now, what I want to know is,
Followed
do you
by-
want to go towards them to collect them, or do you want to do your opening the chest first and let them
Oh
wait?
no, I'm opening the damn chest.
Literally more expletives.
I mean, there might be a book in there.
There
There
might
be a
be.
grimoire.
There might very well.
I can't deal. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm scared. I can't see now.
No, you can see now.
You can see again. The light has come back on here. So
Oh,
I actually
okay.
should really be giving Imelda here a light source.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just if I give you all light sources, then it gets a bit too bright here. But yeah, you can see, the others cannot. They're blind. So, you go to this chest, which is just over there. It's not locked, so you open it up, and there's lots of little bundles of stuff in it, wrapped in some cloth or maybe some leather. Nothing that looks like a book, though.
Goldie, there's probably something here that you might find interesting, I think. And then I kind of get up after I kind of rummage around and look for a book, and I don't see a book, and I'm still looking for a book. Is the scroll still on the table? Or
The scroll
does
was
she
on the
have it in
desk
her-
where where Goldie's standing.
I can't touch this. I've already opened this silver box and I screwed things up, and I just don't have it in me to touch anything else. I'm
Okay,
just going to stand here and wait until you do your thing. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to stand here and wait.
I think they've got the wrong princess. Look, over there, there's a chest. It's got lots of things. And so I go over and I say, I think I can read that. And so I go over and I open up the scroll.
You pick up the scroll, you have a look at it, and it seems to be some sort of magical enchantment.
What would you like me...
You can do a
use?
languages roll just to identify what it says.
All right.
You're good at languages.
I am indeed.
This seems to be a slightly oddly worded, but a scroll that explains a spell on how to talk to animals.
Ooh.
You and Sploot can really get into a great conversation.
So I...
He's not an animal. He's a man.
Whoa. I'm not... And so I say to her what it is, and I say, I'm going to hold that against you, and I'm going to tell Sploot the next time, so don't cross me, princess.
Okay, slight
Ants.
cut back to our blind people. Now,
Yeah.
you are pretty much in the dark. You can try and light it again.
I
or
have
you
my
can do something
shield
else.
facing the entrance the way I was walking, and I've just stopped. I'm waiting for. I hear Sploot basically trying to light a torch, so I'm just going to basically wait there.
Do you want to try that again, Spoon?
Yeah, I might just keep trying.
Yeah, should you have a demon on it, I might just say that you're losing your flint.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get a demon then.
Good. So, not good.
Sploot, you
That
do
was
have
one.
a free reroll.
Do you want to use it now?
Yeah, but I have a target number of 6 that's just going to waste.
All right, hold on. I'll get mine out. and I'll whip my torch out and I'll attempt. I've got one better chance of doing it than you.
We can both have a go. Yeah, absolutely. You both go.
Oh no,
And
I don't.
swearing.
Sorry, I don't, because I'm rolling with disadvantage at the moment, so it's better I don't.
You too. Okay, Goldie, what do you want to do?
More swearing.
So Melda's over there. Do you want to go to the chest now, where you've been pointed?
Well, I hear them swearing in the other room, and I'm going to light my torch where it's light, and I should be able to do it at ease, and then take it out of the curtain for them to have.
So you're going into the main
I'm
room.
lighting my torch in the lit area, and then I'm going to go where they are.
No,
Because I've had enough of this room. I'm done with this. Right? She can do what she wants. I'm just scared. I've opened this box. I've done enough damage. I've screwed things up. So I'm trying to make things better.
So the other
So
two,
we
you
can see a torch light approaching. Then I'm
see a
guessing.
torch light approaching. I've taken the blind condition off you.
At least somebody's useful. Goldie, cheers. We couldn't light it.
I'm
It was
so
a bit
sorry.
too dark.
I'm so sorry. It was me who opened this box, and that music came out. I am so sorry.
Have you still got
That's
the box
all
with
right.
you?
It wasn't you that turned my light off, though, was it? It was that useless princess.
Was it Goldie? Sorry, has Goldie still got the box on her?
Yes, of course. It's worth something.
Do you
It
just
can
want
be
to show them
reworked.
how it works?
I'm not. This is the box where I opened it and that horrible sound came out. But I know this guy that he can rework it and tinker it with it to make the melody just be the same tune without this horrible ghastly stuff. But I'll just keep it and.
So is that where the horrible music's coming from?
Yes. So maybe
you
it's a
smash
weapon.
it then.
Oh gosh. No, we can rework it. It's worth more whole. We'll just
It's
spend a few
nicely
copper.
worked, actually.
You reckon? You don't reckon it's something to do with this song, why the song's gone wrong?
That would be incredible if that was reaching across the bear in Iceland to where we were hiking up.
Well,
Maybe.
when somebody's basically playing a guitar and it's playing a lute, and it's really and it's really good, and you get really into it, and then you've got some ignoramus who basically starts drumming in a different beat to it, and it completely ruins somebody's song. Could it be something like that?
It could be. Yeah, sure.
So that could be the discordant sort of like thing that's ruining the song.
But it can be fixed. We can get money for this, and I put it in my knapsack.
Very good.
Okay. All right.
So you put it
more
away.
interested in money than solving the problem, then? Is that what you're saying?
Of course.
Oh, okay. All right. Now we're straight, at least.
Right. So you're putting it away, and I'm just gonna breathe unless Split wants to do something while they're talking.
No, I'm good. I'll just put away the torch stuff.
Yeah. Put it all away again. If you want to look around, let me know, yeah? In the cave.
Yeah.
Remember how I said
No,
that?
I thought I did already.
Yeah,
And you said there's
now you have a
nothing
bit
else
more
there.
time. You can just about see the change in flooring over there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
If I move you right
don't
to the
see a
edge,
thing.
basically, there's
That's where one of the-
like in the next room.
just about
essentially.
there. There's a ditch, a lower bit where this cultist fell in, and that seems to be full of refuse, and probably that's their latrine.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's not go there
And you
then.
can
Right,
see one
I'll
of the
take a couple of steps
cultists'
back.
hoods there, basically just pointing out the top of his hood. But he seems to have sunk into it completely and entirely.
You. Yeah, I'm not.
He's
going
right in the proverbial,
really.
isn't he?
Yeah, indeed. And that's basically, where the smell is coming from. So that's your delightful discovery. Now back to Vorgon and Imelda. Vorgon says, "Oh, what have you found there?" This is my Martin voice.
I'll be able to talk to animals. That's going to be so useful. And I kind of trail off. And then I say, why did she leave? I told her to look at the chest. So I go back to the chest and I see if there's anything that I think that she thinks would be able to be sold.
Right. You
Like
open up
anything
a
of
couple of
value.
these bundles, and one of them is a tiara, you think? Inset with some stones, but it's smashed. The tiara is broken in two. And the other one is
Curious.
a collection of animal carvings. These are woodland animals. They're not Icewind Dale animals. They're all carved into some sort of soft stone. You don't know what that is. You're not a dwarf or an artisan.
No. So I scream out. Actually, I leave the room and I go to the middle of the place and I just say, "Goldie, there's jewels. Go look. Jewels. Rich things. I don't know. Go. Jewels. Do you want jewels?"
I pass the torch off to.
No. I'm coming
Spoon.
with the light. So I'm joining these guys. I'd say, "Hey, jewels, I don't understand."
So what was that I heard you say? And don't ever, 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 ever get rid of my light again. If you give me
Sorry.
light,
And I put the light
ask
back.
before you take it off me. Or
Oh,
we'll have trouble.
okay. Sorry. We were dark. It was scary. Here.
Yeah. And
And
then
so
you
I-
left us in the dark, right, where there's some, like, cultists. That's dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah. Call me princess again.
Well, all right. So what did I hear
look,
about you?
Here's your light. Oop, whoop. And so he's got light now. So I cast light again. And
For him,
he's got-
and that makes sure that basically switches yours off. Right?
Yep.
So,
what you're saying? You can talk to animals now.
I'm gonna have to study, but yeah, I think so. Yeah,
No.
I should be able to.
All right. So you'll be
time-
Princess Doolittle.
Princess Doolittle.
If I wasn't feeling a little bit weak in my energies, I would take that light off.
All
But
right.
I'm not going to. I'm not going
Right.
to.
Speaking
I'm-
of,
Well, you know.
I'm
So-
a good person.
Two of the cultists have run away down this area and past the cesspool. So
Yeah.
there must be a way they've gotten past here.
Yeah. I'm standing in front of it.
you can actually now hear
Yeah.
that the music has got a bit more intense. The rhythm
Oh.
seems to have sped up a bit, and you
All right.
reckon-
Let's get a riddle on.
you want
But
to move on?
oh,
Yeah.
well, let's go back and collect these jewels because
we can come back and get them on the way out.
Oh no, we can just take a sec. So I take my
Okay.
torch, I run to the room, and I, throw anything that is open and readily available into my knapsack, and then I run back to them because
Right. Now there's, as I said, a broken tiara with a couple of stones set into it, and there's a collection of woodland animals carved into little stone.
I don't even look at them. I just
Okay, good. So this music, as I said, becomes a bit more discordant. Now, Twinkle, do you want to go further down this little corridor
Yep.
you've got? Somebody's already been down there.
Yeah. It was the.
And I'm following right behind him.
You're following right behind it. You come to one of those curtains, one of those hide curtains.
I will use my shield to push it aside and get ready to hit if anybody's there.
You push it aside, and you come into what looks like some sort of accommodation for people. Basically, this has been carved into the ice, but there's some furniture in there, there's some bedding in there, the whole place is rime covered. Everything has got a layer of a little bit of frost on it. And you can see some of the frost sort of twinkling in the air and sort of pulsating slightly with the rhythm of the music. There's a table of ice in the middle, surrounded by several wooden stools. I think you can see that on there. But there doesn't seem to be any people around here.
There's more chests, though.
There are some more chests, yeah.
Is there another anywhere out of here?
You see another curtain off to your left, and there might be something, there's a little alcove further along. Again, on the left.
Okay, go over and have a look at this then.
So you're storming ahead. The others?
Yep. Well, I assuming Sploot would be following me behind me.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
right
of
on
course.
him.
Sploot is your loyal follower.
Well,
Your hinge duck.
he's got me back.
Hinge duck. I love it.
Not henchman.
Uh,
And the others? Yeah. Shall I move you?
Yes.
I
I'm there.
got all of you now.
I'm there.
Sorry.
Ooh, chest.
Chest? Or chest?
Chest.
is that a weapon rack I see there?
Yeah, that's a weapon rack.
What kind of weapons are on there?
It's got some simple stabby weapons. It's got short sword, maybe long sword, and a couple of daggers. Metal,
I'll
not
take
ice.
2 of those daggers.
2 of those daggers? Okay.
Yeah,
I think the items are available to you.
or maybe 3. Yeah.
I said a couple. That's
If
2.
there are 3, I'll take 3.
That was 2. You want to have throwing
Okay.
daggers, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this looks like might have been enough accommodation for about 6, 7, 8 cultists, something like that. I made 6 beds. Like 3 bunk
So we
beds
killed 4,
and 2 before.
2 ran away.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, okay. But there might be some more. It just says beds have been cut into this chamber, and that's it. It doesn't say how many.
So is the thing in the little alcove also a door?
They're not doors, they're both curtains.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A doorway, a curtain way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it? So I'll go to this door curtain way and attempt to go through it.
Yeah. Does anybody go through the chests and stuff?
Yeah, I look at the chest.
Do you want to spend time here, essentially, is what I'm asking.
I'm looking through the curtain. I'm not stepping through it.
Right, okay.
So I'll just like tip it back just so I can have a little look to make sure we're not going to get jobbed while they're.
Again, as you lift that heavy
well, they're
curtain away, immediately the music gets a bit louder, and it's really, there's some rhythm going on. There's still this floaty melody over it, but it seems to be warped, and like somebody's trying to take that melody and weave it into a different song. And it's not a very pleasant song they're weaving it into.
No.
So the others in the room, go around. I'll just go one by the other. Goldie, what would you like to do?
I'll examine the chests because I'm quite impressed with the little bits that were retrieved so far.
Yeah, I mean, if you spend 10 minutes here or so, we need another torch roll for those who have a torch. But if you want to spend the time here, then you can rifle through all the chests.
It's just 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'll just guard this doorway.
All right, so I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna say, I really need to rest and regain my thoughts, and so I say, don't laugh at me, but I'm gonna take a rest.
He's gonna meditate.
And so
Isn't that like a stretch? Isn't that like it's a stretch, isn't it? It's only 10 minutes.
It's
10, 15
yeah.
minutes. Yeah, 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can do that while the others look around. Does anybody else want to rest during this time rather than look around? Or guard, or scout, or...
I'm guarding.
So how do I do this?
Is a stretch rest enough to get rid of a condition, or was that the long one?
Yes.
It should
gets
be
rid
enough
of
for one condition.
one condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll take one too.
So. Okay, good. Recovers 2 0 hit points and 2 willpower points. Now there is a button on the toolbar for short rests, yeah? If you want to use that. Sploot.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
Or stretch rest, whatever it's called.
Stretch.
Stretch rest
Now
is the second button in, yeah. Underneath your willpower points.
now I tried to use Inner Peace, and
Oh,
it gives me an extra D6 hit points and willpower points.
yeah.
But it doesn't seem to be
Inner peace,
activating.
kin ability.
Yeah.
So yeah, just roll another d6 and another
Okay.
2d6 basically.
All right.
But separately. The first one is hit points, the second one willpower. And one additional condition as well.
So I don't have any hit points done, so I'll roll again. And I don't have any other conditions on me.
Okay. So another
so
2
I
willpower
gain 2
points.
more. Yep, I'm taking them off.
Okay. Now, this deceptive moment of rest, the music keeps going on. And because you're spending a bit of time here, I might actually ask you to roll another willpower save. Because this music is just creeping down your canals and going right down your spine into the marrow of your bones. So good. Succeeded, 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 succeeded. So what I have here is Twinkle. You have not succeeded.
Yeah, I failed.
Do you want to take a little bit of damage, or do you want to take another condition?
I will take... I'm going to take some damage.
Okay. Let me roll d4. Armor does not help against this. 4.
Oh, that was nasty.
The music is just getting to you. Yeah, and you're starting to lose your mind. You can't concentrate, you can't focus, and you get to develop a little tremble in your muscles. As if your feet want to dance along. So, okay, I had hoped that by now Martin would be here, but I guess he's not coming tonight. So let's move this on, if you're all right with that. So you wanted to frisk stuff. I haven't told you yet what you're finding. You're finding in a grand total of about, trinkets and little bits of money and jewelry and so on, and the value about 35 gold pieces.
So it all goes in the magic knapsack.
The magic knapsack, yeah. It's not magic, is it? But it all goes into that never-ending knapsack.
like
that
magic.
Huge, big one. Right. Are you daring to venture forth? You must gather your party before you venture forth. Before venturing
Well,
forth.
as soon as everyone's ready, we will...
I'm ready. I come out of my daze.
Let's move this on a bit. So you move on. Gathering up all behind the halfling.
All right, let's go.
Yep. I'm right on his heel.
Right. So I'm just going to move you all up there to the exit so you know where to go. And then you're moving onwards. Now, do you let the halfling go ahead for a little bit, or do you really try and stay compact here?
I was assuming that they were majority a little bit behind me, no more than like 2 or 3 foot.
Right. Okay. So let me pop this out for a moment. You are entering a strange-looking room. The whole room is sort of funnel-shaped so towards the western end there. Basically, it gets narrower and narrower, like the ice is coming together into a funnel. It tapers to a point where there's just goes up as well, almost like the whole thing is a big horn or something. And there's a little bit of natural light filtering in from above. Must be about lunchtime outside, noon, because otherwise there wouldn't be any light. You see a figure carved from ice, and it looks again like the statue you saw earlier. Yeah? Standing behind a block. And this block, again, is made of roughly cut ice, but it's not ice-colored. It's sort of black. There are black tendrils running through that ice. And on the far side, or off to the right, actually, it is for you now, because you came in from another way, there's another tunnel, and from there, that's definitely where the music comes. A whooping cacophony of noise shrieks into there. So it's quite off-putting. Now I have a little bit of a picture for you of that room. Let's see whether I can show that to you. Did it pop up for you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah.
Oof.
Is the figure in black?
The figure in black is supposed to be an ice statue, but try to
okay.
explain that to Midjourney.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay. That looks a bit weird. Not sure I like that.
there's ice block in front of the figure. As I said, the black in there is not still. It's
Does it look
swirling
like
around.
Does it look like there's a top that would come off the block?
No, it doesn't look like. It looks like one solid block.
Okay.
And then
It
there's a
just
line.
looks a little bit like that on the.
But if you
on
want
the
to go
image.
closer and have a closer look, by all means.
So the black, you
Do
can
not
it's
smash that
swirling
one.
actively.
The black seems to be moving in it.
Oh yeah, that's that answers that question. I'm not going near that.
Sort of swirling around. And there seems to be almost, you don't want to look at it, you just told me, but there seems to be almost a center of some sort to this. You feel your eye
Sense of-
drawn to it again and again and again. And as that,
I
your feet start twitching a little bit again.
I can't move over there because Borgan's on top of me.
Get off me.
Get off me, thank you. Okay, I will move myself.
I'll move you all through. So you can
Oh,
see
thank you.
properly.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So this is the ice block here with a swirly black around it. And behind it, there on the map, yeah, that's the big figurine.
Did we lose Bridget?
No, she's still with you. She's
Oh,
a
okay.
quiet NPC.
Okay, okay.
I don't like running NPCs. That's very verbal, unless they've got something to say.
Okay.
But she might say, oh, this looks spooky. I wonder what's in that ice block as she steps towards it.
Wait, I hold her
Well,
back.
I think weird, swirly, black stuff really, and I don't really want weird, swirly, black stuff sort of like escaping. That might be bad.
Now the statue, or whatever it is, stands behind that block.
Yep.
I would like to look around and see if perhaps the tiefling image has returned.
That's a good thing I'm supposed to tell you, all the echoes that happen here. Is there an echo here?
Do you want me to roll awareness?
Right, so this is Auril's shrine. No. There's no echo here. No, you don't see any tiefling women here. But this song is pulsating and it's hurting your ears and it's getting louder and more frantic, like it's reaching some sort of crescendo.
Let's get a riddle on.
Is there any environmental like is there anything that we can use as say a weapon that is natural in this area?
Other than some icicles and some boulders, maybe. Here to the south, there's some boulders lying.
Twinkle, I
What?
see you running off. Do you want to smash?
I'm not
something?
running, I'm walking.
Oh,
When you got little legs.
Do you want to smash something?
No,
No,
not smashing that black block. It looks weird.
Can I figure out?
You're far too calm, considering it's basically like you're on the dance floor in the disco with the noise levels.
Can I discern the type of magic or what's going on here?
Do you want to tune into it, essentially?
Yes.
I want to turn a moment. Okay, let's see. What shall we do to you? Right. Yeah, okay. Make me another... Yeah, either charisma or willpower's roll. You can choose. Try to pass it. Yeah. You sort of you open yourself up a bit, and you can immediately feel like, although it's not happening for real, but you can feel like these black tendrils are reaching out to reach you, to get into your mind, and it feels like a quite corrupting force, something evil and dark. And cold, is ever so cold, that reaches towards you. Do you want to open yourself a bit further, or do you want to leave it at that?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the source.
Okay, do another saving roll here. I see that. Oh. Oh, look at that with the dragon. You push away those tendrils. Basically, it's like mentally slapping them away, and they recoil from you, and you have a little bit of that inner strength and frosty light that comes from yourself shining and basically dispelling the shadows. And you see for a moment in the middle, in the core of this ice block, there's some sort of shard of black ice right in the middle. That seems to be the source of all these tendrils.
And I scream it out. We need to get that core, that ice, the inside. Somebody smash this thing so that we can get to it.
Does anybody want to look into the next cave or not?
I'm too scared, and I am
moving.
not strong.
If somebody knew that Twinkle is very easy to wrap around people's fingers by basically.
Don't tell them. They have to find that out throughout the campaign. Don't make it too easy.
Yes. All right. I'm not. What you're saying?
There's magic in the heart of it that's making all this sound, that's trying to reach and capture us.
So you're saying the magic's from here?
Yeah, we've got to
It's
kill
causing the
it.
discordantness.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Does that sound feasible from my myths and legends, or is it more of a magic-y type skill that you'd need to know for that?
That's more magic-y, you reckon. However,
Yeah, I was just asking.
You might be right. She might be right. But there's definitely something much more urgent going on where you're currently heading. That's the feeling. With this crescendo reaching, there seems to be some ritual being...
We'll come back for that. Follow me, and I'll carry on going.
Really?
Hey, Twinkle, I've got some caribou if you want to go smash it.
What? Wait, what?
Bribery.
He is not the food-motivated one.
No, he's not.
Shard.
He's a halfling, but... Shard.
Oh,
Not food motivated.
So Imelda
I'm
stands
sorry.
here pointing at the shard.
Shoot.
And Vorgan just grumbles at you as, come on, princess.
Oh my gosh.
Later.
I'm not a friggin' princess. She's the friggin' princess. Look, her, look. Gold.
Are you pointing
Tiara.
at Auril? Or who are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at Goldie.
Oh, right.
All right, so
Twinkle.
I guess I sulk and start going forward.
You sulk? Yeah, you're not a princess at all.
Not at all.
No.
I'm not a princess.
No,
So-
you're not projecting at all.
You come around the corner, and this here is the first place as you enter that is full of life. Things are happening here.
Right.
It's a vast cavern. It's partially lacking a roof, so it's actually partially open to the elements, and there's snow flurries drifting down. But through this, you see a monstrous corpse lying right in the middle. Hopefully, you can all see. Do I need to move anybody?
I can see the big skeleton. They
Yeah.
look like ribs.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got a nice little picture in a minute,
Yeah,
but I just want to make sure everybody can roughly see the layout. Makes more sense. Says cadaverous, huge worm-like body of worms had rib cages, which they don't, but you know what I mean. Shattered bones lie around, but some of them have actually been rebuilt. And you see 4 pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4, which are stacked elements of this chitinous or maybe bone material packed together with ice. And every single one of them has a cloud of these black tendrils around it. That's not all, though. The song echoes around this chamber, and you see that there is a lady, a woman, standing here at the end with a few cultists around her, and she is intoning the song. She's very pale, and this melody is basically becoming something jarring and deeply unpleasant. This woman stands there in ice blue robes, reveling in this cacophony. She seems to really enjoy this music. Must be her music taste. But every now and then, when there's a little dip in the music, something that sounds like agonized screams, voices faintly echoing through the chamber, maybe from somewhere above you. So I have a little picture here for you, if I can find it.
Salute shooter.
So, there you go. Dum-dum-dum. Again, Midjourney sends its regards.
Whoa, that looks awesome.
Doesn't it? So that's roughly the skeleton remains, and the sort of ice pillar on the side. Was as close as I could get it. But I like it.
Could this be the skeleton of the dragon we saw on the mural earlier?
Could be.
It could be the dragon that Bridget's mum and her lover killed.
Yeah. I mean, in the story it said it was a Remoras, which is a sort of giant centipede with claws on, but I'm very happy to make it a dragon. It's way cooler.
It's called Dragonbane, not Remoras Bane.
Exactly. Not centipede Bane. So, and yeah, from the bones of these beasts, they must have built these pillars.
Okay.
You can see the black tendrils.
Right. I'm going to start striding across towards the woman.
You're starting to stride across.
You can stop that right now. You can stop that. Quite sharp, love. I'm going to stop you now.
So,
all right.
Now, this is going to be essentially a bit of a boss fight on here. Yeah? Now I have got a picture of this character here. Let me just find that for you. This is actually from the scenario now, for once. Cool. Just so you know what she looks like. View token artwork, show players.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is actually from the scenario.
Yeah.
Question is, do we put a pin in it for tonight and then do this next time we meet, which is unfortunately like 3 or 4 weeks away, because it's a big fight and we wouldn't finish it within 10 minutes, and it might also be nice to have Vorgan there, Martin.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have
I'd also prefer to have like my working setup for this one.
Makes sense.
Makes absolute sense.
So it's definitely a big ceremony going on here. Yeah, the voice of the mountain comes in from above. Right, so in that case, we're going to say story pause as you wander into this big cave. What do you think?
Cool.
Like it?
Very,
Yes.
Let me just unhide these, otherwise I'll forget it.
I guess so. Do we do our skills and roll our?
I think we should do that after
Makes sense.
First. I think so. Because I just think you have who has actually marked anything.
I think it's Twinkle.
No,
Has
we've
anybody
got
marked any
20.
skills today?
No, it'd only be the questions that we'd be going through.
Yeah, and I don't.
But we had 1 or 2 dragons and banes.
I had
but
dragons,
I think that
but
was
mines
on
were
a
wills.
resistance roll rather than a skill
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
They don't count.
That's a pity.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
nothing.
We have the questions, of course.
Yeah, I don't want to do them every session. I think it's a bit much.
It's fair enough.
After this fight,
do them whenever you want.
Definitely, we will definitely do them at the end of the scenario. Now, in D&D parlance, this is a milestone sort of leveling system.
Cool.
But at this point, I think let's leave it there. But what do you think of the story? What's going to happen next?
I reckon the evil cultist is doing the discordance to resummon the evil dragon or something.
I think that this was a woodland elf that's been corrupted or something. That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. She's jealous. I reckon it might be a spurned lover. As I saw the
assigned adjective, but why not? Sure.
Was it jealous, Sirenia?
Sirenia. Mm-hmm.
Sirenia.
Or Sirenia.
Yeah,
Siren having to do the music and singing and
to be a spurned lover.
Right. Well, thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for keeping us company, Daring. And anybody else who watches this in future, do leave a follow. Now, this is still us getting to grips with the system, with the campaign, and also with the camera layouts and stuff. When we start for proper, it will be even better. But I really enjoyed the gaming today and the playing today. That was great. So, we don't need to improve that much. Have a good night, everybody, in the stream. And let me see whether I can find the bye-bye button while you say goodbye from your side.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.